In this section, we will go through all of the steps to proceed with your application for the National and International Exchange Program. All of the information on how to apply can be found on our website at international.uottawa.ca in the section Go Abroad. There is information about all of the documents that need to be submitted. You will be able to refer to each of the sections when preparing your application. The application for the National and International Exchange is done entirely online. To access the form, log into your UOZone account, go into your applications, and click on the icon National and International Exchange Program. This will bring you to the Move On portal. To access the form, click on Start New Application in the section form. It will direct you to the online application form. Make sure to fill out all of the sections in accordance with the given instructions. Your first step, once you're done listening to this information session, will be to fill out the confirmation of eligibility and preliminary course selection form. The link to the form can be found in Step 2 of the Exchange Program section of our website. First, you will need to add your personal information and information about your academic program. The third section, Eligibility, is to be filled out by your academic specialist. Please do not fill out that section. This is a section where your academic specialist will confirm your eligibility for 1 or 2 terms. They will also indicate the courses you have left in your program and provide you with guidelines in terms of courses you should take during your exchange. The approval of your academic unit is required for you to be accepted for the exchange program. In this section, you will need to indicate the semester for which you wish to apply. You can select fall only, winter only, or the full academic year. Below this, you will need to indicate the university for which you want to apply. After that, you will need to proceed with your preliminary course selection. The preliminary course selection is necessary to ensure that the university you select offers courses that can be counted toward your UOttawa program requirements. If you wish to apply for the fall term only, fill out the course selection, fall term only. If you wish to apply for the winter term only, fill out the course selection, winter term only. If you wish to apply for full year, fill out the course selection for both terms. To find the courses that are available at the host university, please refer directly to the university's website. The course catalog might also be found on the university's fact sheet on the university's profile in our research portal on our website. See Video 1. Should you not be able to find the course offering on their website or fact sheet, do not hesitate to communicate with a partner university directly to obtain it. Please note that some universities call their courses modules. For each course, you need to add the course code and course title and the number of in-class hours, the number of credits indicating the type of credits, and the link to the course description. If your course has a lab or a discussion group, you will need to indicate it. If there is none, you can simply leave the section blank. You are required to choose enough courses that add up to the equivalent of at least 12 UOttawa credits per term if you are an undergraduate student and at least 6 UOttawa credits per term if you are a graduate student. It is strongly suggested to put in more courses than you plan to take for this evaluation. If some of the courses you selected are refused by your faculty, you will have other courses to fall back on. You can put in up to 8 courses on the form. For undergraduate students, please put at least 4 courses per term on your form. For graduate students, please put at least 2 courses per term on your form. The fields equivalency at UOttawa and comment are to be left blank. It is where your faculty will indicate the course equivalency you will be receiving if you successfully complete the course. When going on exchange, it is better to take courses that are counted as electives. Ideally, you would have at least 3 electives left for a semester-long exchange and 6 electives left for a full-year exchange. We cannot guarantee that mandatory courses will be offered at any of the host universities. After completing your course selection, please mark all of them as complete. Otherwise, it will not let you submit the form. Then click Submit. After submitting the form, a PDF version of your form will be generated. You need to download a copy and send it to your faculty for an evaluation. You must send the PDF version of your form to your faculty or academic unit for graduate students, for your academic specialist to confirm your eligibility and to evaluate the courses you selected. Once the evaluation is done, your academic specialist will send you a copy indicating whether or not you are eligible to participate, and they will indicate which course equivalencies you will be receiving credits for. You will also find other important notes to take into consideration when applying for the exchange program. Make sure that you carefully read and take into consideration all the information provided. When completing the full online application form for the exchange program, the approved version of your preliminary course selection form must be uploaded to the online form. When applying for the regular exchange program, you are required to pick 3 destinations in order of preference. Your preliminary course selection needs to be filled out 3 times, 1 time for each of your 3 choice destinations. Only a first choice destination must be downloaded and sent to your faculty for approval. Remember that all 3 of your course selections have to be downloaded and handed in with your application, your approved first choice course selection and your unapproved second and third choice course selections. If you are not selected for your first choice of destination, we will submit the second or third choice course selections to your faculty for approval. Important: students applying for the NSE or the KILAM consortiums are required to fill out the confirmation of eligibility and preliminary course selection for all of the 3 destinations. All 3 must be sent to your faculty or department for approval and must be uploaded to the application once they are approved. You might be required to submit a proof of proficiency if you wish to study somewhere where the language of instruction is different than your language of instruction at the University of Ottawa or your native language. For French and English, here's how to show language proficiency. If you completed the U-Ottawa Second Language Certificate, upload a copy of your certificate. If you completed your last year of high school or cégep in the language in which you wish to study, upload a copy of your transcript showing it. If you completed ESL 2111, we will be able to confirm your English proficiency by referring to your transcript. No additional document needs to be uploaded. If you completed FLS 2511, we will be able to confirm your French proficiency by referring to your transcript. No additional document needs to be uploaded. If you completed at least 1 content course in either French or English and obtained a grade of B or better, we will be able to confirm your proficiency by referring to your transcript. No additional document needs to be uploaded. If you are registered to the French Immersion Program, your French proficiency will be confirmed by referring to your transcript. No additional document needs to be uploaded. If you do not meet any of the conditions enumerated in the previous slide, you will need to take a language proficiency test in either French or English, depending on the language of instructions of the host university. The test is to be taken online on the Official Language and Bilingualism Institute website. The results of the test need to be uploaded to the online application. There is a fee associated to take this test. More information can be found on the exchange program's website in Step 2, Proof of Language Proficiency. If you are going to study in another language other than French and English, you might also need to provide us with the proof of language proficiency. If you completed the intermediate 2 level of that particular language course at the University of Ottawa, your proficiency will be confirmed by referring to your transcript. No additional document needs to be uploaded. For example, if you are going to take courses in Spanish and you completed the course ESP 2992 or are registered to that course, you meet the requirements to apply for destination where the language of instruction is Spanish. It is the same for all of the other languages offered at the Department of Modern Languages. You need to have completed that specific course by the end of the winter term. If you have not successfully completed language courses in that language of instruction, you will need to take a language proficiency test offered by one of the professors from the Department of Modern Languages and Literature. To book an appointment, please communicate with the Department of Modern Languages and Literature. Co-op students need to obtain an approval from the co-op office to be eligible to participate. To obtain the approval, log into your co-op navigator and click on the link International Exchange Request. Fill out the form and submit it. Once the form is submitted, an advisor will follow up with you by email to confirm your eligibility. The email sent by the advisor is one of the required documents to be uploaded in the application. There are additional documents to be submitted in the application for the National and International Exchange Program. A letter of motivation, your resume, co-op resumes are not accepted, one passport style photo in JPEG or PNG, photocopy of the photo page of your passport, an official UAuto transcript available in UOZone, administrative fee of $100 or $250 for NSE, and your references, if required. There are two different sets of deadlines. Students applying for the Kilam Fellowship Program for CLIC or the National Student Exchange, NSE, are required to fill out and send a confirmation of eligibility and preliminary course selection form to their faculty or academic unit at the beginning of December. Afterward, students need to submit the complete online application in January. Please verify the exact deadlines on the International Office's website. Students applying for the regular exchange program are required to fill out and send the confirmation of eligibility and preliminary course selection form to their faculty or department in January. Afterward, they need to submit the complete online application by the end of February. Please verify the exact deadlines on the International Office's website. Make sure to respect the deadlines. Any application received after them will not be accepted. The notice of acceptance or refusal will be given to applicants at the end of January for students applying for Kilam, CLIC, and NSE. The notice of acceptance will be given by mid-March to applicants who apply for the regular exchange program. Students accepted in the program must complete an online pre-departure workshop in Brightspace and participate in an in-person session. Accepted candidates will automatically be registered in the online workshop and will need to register for the in-person session. More information will be provided to you by the mobility sector after your acceptance. Completing the online and in-person pre-departure workshops are mandatory for all of the students participating in the exchange program with no exceptions. The application of students who do not attend the workshop will automatically be canceled. Students accepted to partake in an exchange abroad automatically receives a mobility scholarship of $1,000 per term. Students traveling within Canada do not receive a mobility scholarship. Students from the Common Law section are not eligible for the mobility scholarship, therefore do not receive it. Both your academic specialist and the staff at the International Office will be supporting you throughout the application process. They will be able to support you in different ways. Your academic specialist can help you with questions of academic nature concerning your academic file, course equivalencies, academic eligibility, and course sequence. The staff at the International Office can help you with questions related to the application process, the different programs offered, available destinations, queries about specific destinations, worries about living abroad, scholarships available, and specific recommendations for your program. There are also UO coaches, students who have been on exchange and can respond to your specific inquiries about the university where they studied, what it's like to live abroad, the city they lived in, etc. For undergraduate students, here's the email address you will need to communicate with your academic specialist at the Undergraduate Studies Office according to your faculty. Students at the graduate level should communicate with their specific academic unit. Watching this information session is mandatory. To make sure you understood all of the important information, you must complete the exchange program quiz. The link can be found right under the videos on our website. The International Office can refuse any applicant who failed to watch this session and complete the quiz. Join us on social media, Facebook or Instagram, and stay up to date with the latest information. Thank you for watching the mandatory information session about the National and International Exchange Program. With this information, you can now start the process of applying for one of the best opportunities you'll ever participate in. Should you have any questions, you can always refer to our website at international.uottawa.ca. There will also be live follow-up sessions organized throughout the fall semester in which you will be able to participate and ask all of the questions you might have. You're also welcome to book an appointment with one of our staff by communicating with us by phone at 613-562-5847 or by email at outgoing@uottawa.ca. We look forward to hearing from you.